Hello, and welcome to week 8. A couple of things to talk about. First, we have the test, and second, we have some new material. So, unlike last test week, there is some new material, but definitely focus on preparing for the test first and then move into the new material second. So, a few words about the test. Same as last time. I'm going to add some time to it. There had been a suggestion that maybe there wasn't enough time last time, so you'll have an hour and a half this time, but the test isn't any longer. Actually, it might be a little shorter. There's 8 questions. 6 of them I took right out of the homework, so make sure you're doing all those homework problems. If you haven't finished up your homework from this unit, definitely go back and do that. And then 2 of them will be from the concept discussion. So make sure you read through those if you haven't already. One of them is not exactly like the one we did, but it's related. So if you understand what went on in the concept discussion, you should be fine. So total of 8 questions, an hour and a half. And just like last time, you can have until the end of the day next Monday, since the testing center is not open on Sunday. Give you an extra day there. And I think that is it about the test. Oh, yeah, watch the videos. I've noticed the viewership on the videos has gone down. The key thing each week is watch the videos, read the book, participate in the discussions, and do the homework. You really need to do all of those things. This is not the kind of material that you can just absorb sort of by one of those routes. You really need to be seeing it, reading it, doing it, talking about it, all of those things together to really solidify it. So make sure you're hitting on all those points. And then new material, we will do the second half of 8.7. So remember, in the first half, we were just looking at improper integrals, these integrals to infinity or up to a discontinuity. And so in the second half, we're not going to actually evaluate the integral. In many cases, we won't know how to evaluate the integral by the fundamental theorem. So what we're going to do is compare with integrals we do know and make conclusions based on that comparison. So in these problems, all we're doing is making an argument about whether or not the integral converges. So it's not so much computational as it is analytical. So that's what we'll be doing this week. But again, make sure you're getting yourself prepared for the exam. One thing to be careful of, I mentioned this a couple of times, is you need to give yourself some practice on just random integrals. And I put a note on the website about how at the end of chapter 8 there is a section of assorted integrals. See if you can just kind of run through those and spot what the technique is. Because it's not going to say integrate this by partial fractions. It's just going to say integrate. So you need to know when to use which technique. So make sure you're practicing that a little bit. Other than just knowing the techniques, practice deciding when to use which one. I think that's all I have for this week. If you have any questions, email me. And I think that's it. Have a good week, and I'll talk to you later.